Jill here, Special Needs Mom Talks. Well, one thing that has been on my mind lately that I wanted to discuss is lived experience. I know I've talked about this plenty of times before, but I feel like it's something that needs repetition because we keep forgetting that we have it as special needs parents. As humans, I think we forget it. We're always looking to the experts, to the doctors, to the mental health professionals, to the teachers, to the grandparents that are all telling us stuff. And we know shit because we're there 24/7 and we're living through the subtleties, the layers, the shit that happens, the good, the bad, the ugly, when we're living with someone that has significant special needs, or any kid, really. We got the inside track, we got the inside scoop. Oh, that's what I want to say. And what I've experienced in the last few days, both myself and in discussions with friends, is that a lot of times our professionals, and I'm not saying all of them because more and more people are catching on, but some of them are, book learned or educated, but educated with the degrees and stuff. And they have tons of resources and understanding and knowledge. But what they don't often have is the lived expertise or experience. And sometimes, especially in the mental health system, that's where it's really needed because there's this pressure to put a label on something, to define it as one thing, for instance, your offspring, and to make it bad or make it less than or make it not whole. And that is something I've seen over and over again. And it's human nature. We want to define it so we can understand it and we don't need to be afraid of it. But you know what? We are complex human beings. Our offspring are super complex human beings. There's a million variables, and falling down on any kind of negativity, if it's not constructive, is such a disservice to the entire network supporting the special needs individual and the parent, the family, the whole network, if you're going to be negative. And sometimes I can see why people get negative because it's complex. Caring for, witnessing, working with someone that has special needs all over the place and doesn't function, doesn't fit into the normal bounds, and we can't make them fit, is challenging, especially when they're not always so nice. So I get it. I do get it from that perspective. But as the parent, it's just so heartbreaking because we know all the angles of our kids, of our loved ones. And we get a little defensive when we're told they're bad or they're less than or they can't. And realistically speaking, it's good to hold the perspective of everybody that's working with your offspring or that you're working with as well, and realize that they're coming from a certain perspective and hold that in mind. And this can be just devastating for those that have kids with really complex special needs, possibly nonverbal, and where they're dealing with this at a whole new level, where their offspring is going into a classroom where people have no lived experience whatsoever with a kid that is off the walls, breaking windows, pooping themselves, whatnot. That is just next level. And they still diminish the parent who is living with the kid 24/7. This is mind-boggling to me. It should be a team with no egos. Well, that's impossible, not no egos, but we mute our egos and we all meet together. Everything's connected. Everybody's communicating. And we realize if that happens and we're all in the same room, that it just opens up a window of opportunity. I'm not saying that this is even possible. I think it should be possible because I believe the disconnects in the way that we manage our special needs populations and all the way we manage everyone is essentially a lot of the problem right now. People get to the end of their little area and like the Truman Show, bonk, they can't reach their hand and go. A lot of times with special needs population, you need to do the extra. You need to reach out and use your resources, even if it's not part of your list or your structure, to facilitate their evolution and their success. And that's it. Bust out of your quarters. Remember that the parents, the families have something to share. And if you are a parent and individual special needs, realize how awesome you are, how much you freaking know. That's all I got to say. Love you.